Thank you inviting me here and sharing the valuable experience, and I'm really appreciate it. Thank you. My mission is to introduce the Sogang University's program, especially the summer program, because we invited many international students in the campus during the summer, and then they have a good experience with Korea, and then Korean students, especially Sogang students. So I just want to explain about our experience, Sogang's experience. But before that, let me introduce Sogang University first briefly. This is Sogang University. We have a very small campus here, and then this is main gate, and then administrative building, and then you have a mountain here, and then you have lots of facilities here. Very small, and and then Sogang University is located in Sincheon area. It's near about Sincheon and Iwa, and then Hongdae. Sogang is at the heart of Sincheon. Yeah, I'm saying that because, and then this is also university town. We have Yonsei University. We have Iwa Women's University, and we have Sogang University. So we have like 3 universities here, and then nearby you have Hongdae. Hongdae nowadays means for the young people in globally means hot spots, hot place, because you have lots of cafes, and you have lots of bars, and you have lots of clubs. So you see many hundreds of thousands of people, especially in weekends. It's a global village. I mean. So this is very hot place. So that's why one of the reasons that we have many international students in our campus. So Yonsei has lots of international students, and then Iwa also got a large number of students, and Sogang also many international students. While Korea University is quite famous university in Korea, but they don't have much international students. Because it's a remote place, so there is not much. They don't have much funny things. So anyway, Sogang is located in the kind of hotspot place, and then Sincheon is another kind of place. Lots of cuisines, lots of interesting spots, and lots of clubs. And Hongdae is also a very famous place. So this kind of space character, because of this strong point, we have lots of international students. And then Sogang established in the 96 and by the American Jesuit. I don't know, Sophia is built by American Jesuit or not, but it was definitely built by American Jesuit. And one of only 3 Catholic universities in Korea. And the faculty, we have 400 faculties, and we have 8,000 undergraduate and 4,000 graduate students. Well, rank, just keep skipping. And we have many interesting figures, like Park Chan-wook, one of the famous director and singer, Yang Yoon, and we have lots of interesting figures here and the important figures. And then we have 8 undergraduate schools, and the humanities, social science, integrated knowledge, natural science, engineering, economics, business, and communications. And like other Korean universities, we have a spring semester and fall semester. And the spring semester is starts March 1st, 2nd, and ended June, around approximately June, late June. And the second semester, start usually September, and then ended late December. Okay? And then this is another kinds of government-sponsored program, because nowadays the universities should got a close relationship between the with the companies here. So we have many kinds of companies sponsored program. And student exchange program. So this is one of Sogang's hard strengths. We have 55 countries. Oh, sorry. Here, 55 countries and 240 approximately university level partners. So we have lots of connections globally. And then basically this contract, this relation is tuition and fees paid to the home university, and then you can go to your international, university, wherever you want to go. So you can go to America, you can go to Europe, or you can go to Australia, or you can go to South America. So we have 250 university level partners, and then basically all universities are open to the Sogang University, and also 250 university students can come to Sogang University, theoretically. And then for exchange students, we offer a free Korean language class. He or she want to take Korean language class, we basically give opportunity for free. So based on the contract, our policy is equality. So if you have 200 foreign students, we send 200 students. So every year, we have 500 foreign students in our campus, and then we send 500 students to the foreign universities. So it makes like 1,000. And then especially Sogang is compared with other major universities, Sogang is comparatively small. So usually the big universities like Seoul National University and the Yonsei and Ewha and Korea University, usually they have like a summer program, the winter program. But in case of summer program, they open to the campus-wide. So all the like economics and business and engineering, every subject is offered to the foreign students. So in that case, students' numbers are quite large. So you have like more than 500 students, and then it is very difficult to control the because you have several subjects and you have several different disciplines. It's very difficult. And then Sogang is we don't have that much the resources, so we only focusing on the Korean studies. In that point, Sogang we have a very homogeneous students. So we have every year during the summer we have a summer school for Korean studies only. That means you make international village or global village in Sogang University. who are interested in the Korea. So this is this title of this conference or this seminar. Okay. And then this is basically a 4-week program, and then usually late June, and then whole July maybe. And then you can get like up to 9 credits in Korean system, in Korean studies and Korean language. So Korean language, you have 3 credits and 2 classes. You can take among 4 classes, you can take 2 classes. So you can take 2 regular class in English and then 1 Korean language class. Of course, you can just take a Korean language class, but we have another program for the Korean language immersion program. So if you want to just take a Korean language program, you don't need to enroll our program because you have another language intensive program. So basically, you have to study Korea, take Korean studies courses, and then this is additional course. And then close interconnection with the Korean students. If you have 50 or 60 international students, we have like half of a number, like 20 or 25 students are waiting for them. Maybe they can take courses, but not only taking the courses, but also they give some kind of mentoring or friendship program. So in the early morning, when the students got Korean language, you share the language with Korean and with English also. And then first week of the program, you need like a Korean banking accounts, or you need some stationery, or you need some living goods or things like that. So in that case, Korean students get to them and then go to the market, and they try to help them buying something, and also open a bank account or that kind of things. So usually the first week is very busy period, and then regularly they share the language, and then also they whenever they go to the like weekend, they go to some funny, interesting places, and then foreign students want to visit, then Korean students may be a guide. So in this way, they have a very close relationship with the Korean students, and then Korean students can get a chance to meet foreign students. And then we have average year. Average, we have 50 or 60 students from 24 countries and the Sogang. So kind of very small, but it's a global village. Okay? And then you have special cultural exposure programs also. So this is Gonzaga Hall. You need the facilities. So this is dormitory for the summer school. And this is Gonzaga Hall also. And this is also another Gonzaga Hall. You have many like coffee shops and restaurants and fitness centers. Okay. And then Korea, we have the Korea best known Korean language education center. So they provide morning program. So, and then we have a regular course, 10-week course. This is semester. Okay. This is the language school, language center, Korean language program. And we have foreign faculty programs also. So let's start with the Korean Studies Summer Program. It's a 4-week program, combines Korean Studies seminars taught in English, and then by Korean and international faculty, and then intensive Korean language class in the morning. So for every year, we have 50 and 60 students, and then international students take classes together with the Korean students so that students can learn from each other. And then each Friday, students go to the field trip related with the class here. So if you want to major in like a Korean traditional performance or Korean traditional music, you visit like a folk music center, and then you see a dance, and then you play a Korean instrument also. And then if you study North and South Korean relationship, you have to visit Korean DMZ or JSA. So that is field Friday field trip. And then last week of the whole program, you have a one-night program. We usually visited Jeonju, which is one of the traditional villages in Korea. And so we give a credit, 3 credits. And then each Korean studies seminar is interdisciplinary 3 credit units by 2 professors. So basically every year we offer 4 courses and then taught by 8 professors. And half of them came from the foreign countries, usually United States, and then England, and then Hong Kong. And half of them are Sogang University faculty. And then students write an essay about one of the field trip, and the best of these will be presented at the farewell dinner, as like a students' conference or things like that. And the students will be able to experience more of Korea through the buddy program, and then all the interested students will stay in the on-campus hall. So they usually meet during the nights and they spend very interesting day. Okay, important dates here. So usually this is the 2017 program. Okay. So this is weekly schedule. In the morning time, you have a language course from Monday to Thursday. And then afternoon, you have seminars here. So you can take 2 seminars per week. And then Friday, you have a field trip, traveling related with this seminar topics. And then this is example, like a seminar 1, everyday life of North and South. Seminar 2, history of traditional performance and modern translation. And then seminar 3, Korean literature and film, or like a Korean wave, Korean culture industry. And the seminar 4, you have a modern contemporary Korean politics and economics. Korea is a experimental house. So you can see a very vivid political fluctuation there. So this is very interesting. And then the numbers of students in each year depends on the internal situation. Like we have like matters, students numbers get decreased. And then we have a bomb from the North Korea, and then you have some decrease of student numbers. Maybe this year, I don't know. And then accommodation is provided by the Gonzaga, and we have a strong body program. So Sogang University students usually get the good relationship with the body program. This is volunteer program. So whenever you pick up your students from the airport to the Gonzaga house, and then first week you can introduce him to make a bank account or buying some facilities, and then after that you have a language sharing, and then you have a discussion, and then even you go to the a Friday field trip with global students, and then you have an extra curriculum programs. Advantage, ability to learn Korea from experts in Sogang and around the world. And then chance to learn Korea at one of the premier Korean language centers in the world. And then opportunity to study with the Sogang students, and then you share your cultural variety. And then weekly field trips to fascinating locations. And then basically the Korean government is encouraging the universities to have more international students, so-called internationalization of campus or internationalization of university program. I don't know, as a result, we have more than 100,000 foreign students in last year. But maybe it will be sharply decreased because we don't have good relations with China. And the Chinese students get more than 60% of whole foreign students. And then we have a sad problem. And the Chinese government encouraged to not make any relationship with Korea. So we don't have tourists. We don't have a business with China. So I don't think that we're going to have more Chinese students this year. And then anyway, so more than half of foreign students are from China. But in case of Sogang University, it's quite different. Quite different because Sogang is kind of very proud of its international variety. We have Jesuit students like Sophia University. So we have more than 60 Jesuit universities all over the world. So we are not concentrating on the one university or one country. Instead, we welcomed all over the world. So we have lots of, for example, every year we have 500 exchange students, and then they are just all over the world, literally, but except Africa. So we don't have much African students, but we have a growing number of students from South America, and also we have a good relation with European universities, but we have certain problems with universities in the United States because it's tuition. Okay? So you pay lots of tuition in the United States, so they don't want to pay expensive tuition and come to Korea, go to Korea. They don't like it. So we usually use, in that case, you cannot make a balance of payment. So Sogang University use summer school instead. That means summer school is compared with a regular semester, it's a little bit cheap. So you send Korean students, Sogang students, every year, for example, 2 students of the regular base, and then instead you have invite 4 foreign students as instead. So that's how to make a balance of payment. So that's the summer program is a kind of alternative ways to having more foreign students. And then so problem here is, so in the regular base, it's okay. And summer, it's okay. But problem is, so we have a very delicate system of exchanging the credits and making credits. Because in the case of Europe, it's very difficult to share the credit because the class hour is different system. So we got lots of problems like this way. But however, we have some kind of code how to translate credits and money and score even. So it's okay. Then the final problem is to make a more complete and complicated program, like a what's that? The 공동학위, co-graduate, double grade program or double kind of things. So in this way, we have a couple of cases in European school and Asian universities, but in America it's quite difficult because the Americans are very kind of hard people to to talk. I mean, to make some projects. But in Europe and Asia, we have a very good relationship, and we have a kind of strong mutual understanding of each other. But in case of Europe, America is quite difficult. Okay, I'm going to start my presentation, and then I will ask question. Okay, and then I will answer for you next time. Thank you. Thank you very much.